Hey GreatDrams, today we're having a look at Millstone 100 Rye Whiskey. 100 proof, 100 months old, 100% rye grain, 100% small batch, 100% milled by Dutch windmills, amazing, 100% small pot still distillation, 100% new American oak, 100% handmade, and 50% ABV, which is 100 proof, as I said is the first bullet point. So this is bottle number 1005, I believe. 8 years old, or 8.5 years old, although they don't actually call it out on the label. But yeah, rye whiskey, something that is very much on trend, very interesting. A lot of brands finishing in rye casks, a lot of new rye releases coming out, mostly from the States, but then Scotch hitting in there with some interesting rye cask finishes. So I chose this glass, apologies, it's not my normal one, mostly because I picked it up and felt like a giant and thought, why not? Just for a couple of reviews, use a glass that makes me feel like a giant, even more of a giant. So on the nose, it's got that floral rye character, really obviously strong on rye. It's quite interesting, and then it's not just about that floral note, that oaky note coming through. There's almost a subtle fruitiness to it as well. Very much an earthy note, which you often get with rye whiskies. Very earthy, very kind of natural in its flavour profile. And some subtle, almost cardamom-like spices too. Do you know what that sings and dances on your tongue? It's just popping up with different flavours. Rye, obviously the dominant flavour. Oakiness as well. It's very juicy, very, very floral still, but very, very nice whiskey. I'm a massive fan of the Millstone Distillery in nearly all releases they've done, especially their peated PX cask, which was phenomenal, divine if anything. This, wow, well, probably one of the most integrated, well-balanced rye whiskies I've had the pleasure of trying. Very, very interesting. Almost a juniper ginniness to it, which, not just because it's Dutch, I promise you, it's feeling a little bit like that. And that herbaceous note that comes through, that herbal, almost mentholy note as well. Really fascinating rye whiskey. One of the most diverse in terms of flavour profile as well. And it is from a family distillery, really quite cool. They've been around forever. Well, not forever, they've been around a long enough time, only really starting to get continental and global distribution. But they're really nice people. I really like them. Phenomenal people, great whiskies, good vibrations, right? Sure. Cheers. Until next time.